It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Black Knights burner at wide receiver. He starts play fourth in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the Black Knights and the Patriots, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New England Patriots and the London Black Knights. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Patriots. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Throwing Jones. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Stevenson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 19 White, 1979 Broncos, 18 Rebels, 18 Rebels.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the air, and the Black Knights are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Running left is Stevenson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones in trouble, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Johnson, the man in motion right. Play action. Here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. And they rattle off a big one. 54 yards. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. And it's caught. Touchdown. Colin Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Jones for Keenan Allen. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Jones. And it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams will win.
Well, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
Well, partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Hurts will throw. And that's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. So 8 yards on the completion there, and this will wind up big a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Jake Bailey on down to punt here on 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Hurts. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that is incomplete. All right, Charles, and we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
19 strikes.
Back to throw again. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first. 2nd quarter now, and it's London with the football.
Seven Pirates.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles. 60.
In motion right is Watkins. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. This is Smith with a grab. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Black Knights are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Black Knights continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It will come out to the 25. And the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Here's Jake Bailey now.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Hurts. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Black Knights just continue to roll. Elliott good with a PAT. And the rout is on here in this 1st half. A drive there of just 4 plays. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
New England's offense set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
This offense back to work now late in this 1st half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Black Knights will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Jones on first down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Allen's got it complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This time they stay on the ground, and they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights extend their lead yet again. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Calvin Ridley, 68 yards. And the Patriots are able to release. Gonzalez good on the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's caught at the 25. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd and 2, Jones, blitz coming, and down he goes. Define Diablo, dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And take it right on the 30. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about...
He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt it in, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Hassan Reddick, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
18, Pioneer. Read the work, read the work. Buffalo 18. 10 to 11, 10 to 11.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Targeting Cooper, and he's got it coming across the field.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away.
And the Black Knights get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out come the Patriots.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Black Knights take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get him at the 25. So the Patriots coming out now.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones going back to Allen. He's got him again.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Jones now on 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Patriots are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. London about set to take over on offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Hurt sets up to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Andrews. And they're going to speed things up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 60.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
seconds of this third quarter.
And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it. But think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Welcome back now here in London, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. Finding room in midfield. Still going. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones throw left side here into the hands of Wesco, the tight end.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. London about set to take over on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
On 1st down, Hurts.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
49 yards.
And the Black Knights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Out
comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books, because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jones now. They're bringing a blitz. This complete to Henry over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. The Patriots send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Holding, offense.
Left tackle Eric Fisher, the former Kansas City Chief, the guilty party. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Jones to throw from his end zone. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
London about set to take over on offense. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, "Hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was over?
Taking it right down Broadway. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. New England's offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jones on first down. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Throwing again on second down. Jones. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete. They'll look to throw again. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Gonzalez good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. Looks like he'll throw here. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. But I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's got. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Hurts.
He's got a man complete.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Patriots come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the home team here, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.